Time is a measure of change that journeys ever forward, leaving behind a wealth of history that allow us to look back at the turnkey undertakings, outcomes, and people whose passage fashioned the present to what it is today. It has now been 50 years since the founding of Lyceum Northwestern University. The history of its inception, viewed fast forward to the present, resounds with a dynamic and extensive narrative of evolution and growth. Influenced by Dr. Francisco Q. Duque Jr.'s foundation in the field of medicine and inspired by his dedication to public service as former Secretary of Health, he and co-founder Mrs. Florencia T. Duque founded a School of Nursing at the Dagupan City Polyclinic Hospital and named it the Dagupan City School of Nursing. In the years that followed, the school's program offerings expanded to include other paramedical disciplines, a reflection of the founder's determination to promote qualitative and comprehensive healthcare education before eventually diversifying to other fields and vocations. The first decade was rife with possibilities, complementary to the founder's enterprising spirit. New acquisitions enabled the school to grow in infrastructure and to evolve in name. The milieu was right for the forging of partnerships that served a means to realize and assert Lyceum Northwestern University's core business goals, and to further the institution's growth through continuing diversification of its program offerings. True to its core values of excellence and professionalism, these course offerings have yielded top-notch board passers across the years. Top-notch graduates for society's ever-growing need of professionals who can truly deliver in their field of expertise. For the many other graduates, they are advantaged with an above-par passing rate average upon their first attempt at taking the board exams. With constant improvements, the years reflect a likewise incremental rise in the passing rate of all other courses, outcomes of the school's comprehensive drive to ultimately realize the goal of attaining a status of institutional autonomy, to fully explore the frontline potential of academic freedom. True as well to the core values of integrity, creativity, and spirituality, the management of the school has from its inception to the present been passed from the founders to their progeny, all of whom extremely well established in their respective fields. Inception. Expansion. Stabilization. Revitalization. Standardization. And the continuing pursuit of innovation have in succession exponentially contributed to the attainment of the school's stature as the regulated university, center of development, and benchmark of research culture development in the region. Lyceum Northwestern University is a growth-driven institution made sustainable through management commitment and the integrity of its quality management systems. Building a university from the ground up over the past 50 years has been an outcome of cumulative undertakings. Proportionate to the growth of student population and the diversity of course offerings, infrastructures were built. Not only for classroom and laboratory requirements, but also for recreation, basic amenities, and alternative income-generating projects. The university today houses 19 major building infrastructures, fully equipped and constantly modernizing in tune with the development of technologies to improve teaching standards and service delivery. Situated just far enough from the business establishment clutter and traffic of the Gupan City's downtown area, Lyceum Northwestern University is situated conducively in a location that has positive ambiance, safe surroundings, and convenient proximity to outside amenities required by its large student and other client population. As frontline service providers, the faculty has always been the pivotal component of the academe. Commitment to their field of expertise expressed through their mission to teach, their undertaking of research, and ultimately, their endeavor to profess new knowledge and innovation are what truly makes a difference to students, to industry, and the community. The university has been the faculty's partner in their pursuit of continuing education. In-house training and sponsorship of seminars, workshops, conferences, and graduate studies have not only ensured their upgrade, but also through them opened opportunities to involve Lyceum Northwestern University in various venues of discourse amongst professional organizations and fellowships. The faculty not only teaches, they likewise represent the university. Optimizing student learning experience requires resources that not only are for classroom instruction, but also for hands-on practice, learning implementation, and independent studies. Relevant to current and emergent standards for laboratory facilities, the university provides on-spec labs, industry-grade equipment, simulators, and workshops. Facilities that across time are upgraded and complemented by the university in order to ensure that students' learning experience matches the technology of industries to which they shall eventually work for. Library inventory is likewise in the process of constant enrichment, with literatures that update their stock of information resources. Whether the learning experience is structured or initiative-driven, students do have access to requisite material and equipment. As nurture and training go hand in hand, student support in the university has never been limited to just the pursuit of academic excellence. There also has and always been the counterbalance of developing both interpersonal and intrapersonal needs of students. Student support systems to assist them to find their way. The means to pause and examine themselves more deeply. Avenues to form new bonds that are driven by a purpose, where they learn to build and create by being part of a collective who share a common goal. The privilege to learn what it's like to be part of a mission and advocacy that centers upon others in the community, to learn how to extend one's sense of self to the lives of others. In time, it is this sense of bond and shared experiences that eventually call them back as alumni, as there always will be an established and lingering connection between them and the university. There is a time to learn, a time to explore frontiers, and a time to reminisce and give back. In the eye of the students, university life has been a balance between learning, self-discovery, and the joy of being a well-balanced social being. The university is part of a larger context, a community of institutions of which include the various industries that eventually shall be the home to LNU's alumni. Recognizing that industries are the end clients of the university's graduates, linkages have been established with select industry partners, those that have the initiative and willingness to serve as training partners for students undergoing on-the-job training programs. Linkages with other universities and research organizations, including government agencies, have been established to further broad-spectrum studies, academic exchange, and the outreach of academic services customized to suit differently structured academic needs, such as blended learning in graduate studies and tutorials. Institutionalizing the pursuit of research as one of the three major functions of then Lyceum Northwestern in the late 1990s completed the school's trifocal requirements in order to qualify for university status. Through the research office, colleges and departments gained a center upon which to train their faculty on research processes. The research department likewise became the university's center for the oversight of university funding for faculty research undertakings. The university's management system for research has since then been published and now recognized in Region 1 as a template and benchmark for the development of research management systems and research culture for academes. Through guided management came the yield of faculty researches, which now sustains the university's in-house research journal, and entries published in refereed and international journals. With a matured research capability, strong in the fields of health and social sciences-related studies, Lyceum Northwestern University now fills a niche in the growing market for local, provincial, and regional research services. In partnership with international organizations, local and provincial government agencies, and at times in cooperation with other HEIs, Lyceum Northwestern University has at times served as a support and at times served as a lead research undertaker for studies that have had high and direct impact on healthcare initiatives, provincial history, public policy, and frontier innovations that even captured the attention of academic communities in Southeast Asia. Service to the community is a function of the university that gives opportunity to realize the practice of corporate social responsibility. Revisiting the founder's advocacy to promote healthcare in the region as an educator and overall healthcare for the nation as a former public servant, it has been the long-standing practice of Lyceum Northwestern, long before it became a university, to integrate in the students' scope of study the practice of outreach programs, medical missions, sanitation campaigns, environment preservation, human rights education, and livelihood training programs. These are sustained practices made possible through linkages with local government units and through the adoption of local barangays specifically chosen for reason of its high incidence of need. Charity is another avenue of the university's socio-civic outreach initiatives. It has been a way of giving back to the community in ways that are not bound by curricular specifications. It is rather open to the full spectrum of possibilities, inspired by a vision and mission to usher a better and more humane society. The sum of all that has been pursued and achieved thus far weighs in as the full measure of the value of the university's 50-year-long journey. To validate all the hard work and competent execution of its trifocal functions, the university has earned generous awards, recognitions, and certifications, tokens that now and shall always be part of the proud highlights of Lyceum Northwestern University's history. As the university continues to look forward, it sees in its horizon the higher goals and objectives it has yet to achieve. Each forward step, an expression of commitment to remain true to its values, mission, and vision. Lyceum Northwestern University, leading the way.